Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome back to another episode of All Love with Lawrence.
And Keshia.
Hey. So this episode is going to be about what does it truly mean to date your type? And what does that say about you?
Mm-hmm. We all have a type, right? How has that really worked out for you?
Well, I mean, I ain't got no type. Oh damn, I don't even remember the lyrics.
Me either.
Dang.
I just know I ain't got no type. How's it go? Yeah, we don't know.
Ice on the wrist.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway.
But y'all get the drift.
Yes.
We all have a type, low key.
Right. And ain't nothing wrong with having a type, like a preference.
Yeah.
But sometimes your type can really say a lot about where you are and who you are. Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell us, do you have a type? Did you have a type?
So, full transparency, Lawrence has never been my type. Like, I never have dated anyone like him. He was the nice guy. But Lawrence is very, very good for me. My spirit, my mind, my soul. But Lawrence is my husband, y'all. Mm-hmm. So he's all my type at this point.
Hey.
But 10, 15 years ago, I would have never given him the chance to even, just because he was too nice. I wanted the ones a little rough around the edges, a little,
little hood.
Yeah, a little bit,
ratchet. I mean, she don't know though.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Here we go.
I just give it. You got to give him a little bit of nice, and then you follow it up like, yeah.
Anyway, I used to not like the nice guys. The nice guys always liked me, so that was my type. What about you?
I feel like I always liked mean girls.
Oh boy.
Like I always liked strong. I always thought that was kind of like strong. I never wanted to be with women that were like damsel in distress. Never. It's like, I'm not Prince Charming. I want you to have an opinion. Don't just like what I like and do what I do. I never liked that, and that was my type, for sure. Yeah. I dated that a lot. Or what I thought was that a lot.
Yeah. So basically, why do we attract what we attract? I'll go first. So I was always attracted to those who need healing. I am a natural healer, like hands down. I'm always trying to help someone. I'm always trying to give somebody the solution. I'm a fix sign. I love to fix things. I always attracted people that had issues, but it's because, how can we fix this? Oh, just do this. Oh, just do that. That's me. That's always been me. But it's healthy when you have healer meets healer. You know what I mean? It's different when you can heal together and both people want to go on that journey as one. So it's almost like when healer meets healer, it's a healthy fix, if that makes sense. It's not one person doing their work and the other person is kind of dragging this person along. And so I always attracted that type of man that it was a necessity for them to need healing in some type of area. The problem with that is I didn't even know that I needed healing myself. It's like, let me fix everyone else but myself. Let me cater to everyone else but myself. My needs, they don't matter. Let me try to help him where he's at. That was always my history in dating and, that type of lifestyle. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like I always, in relationships, look for women that were the strong, woman. But I realized that a lot of times I wasn't their type in a different way. So like I was very much myself, unique, did not care to go with the crowd. Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of my teens, the majority of my high school life as a Muslim, and I didn't really make that, a secret. And I feel like I've dated women who didn't want that to be known that they were dating a Muslim. I have a degree in theater, so it's not like your hot topic, your man is in a musical or something like that, so there's a lot of women who just didn't care. Like, I love poetry, I'm a published poet, and I was with women who really didn't care to nurture that or acknowledge that part of me. And I always found myself fighting for the affection of these women to the point where I would just deny myself all of these things that I have built, the person that I am. And so I started realizing that to be with these women, I had to hide a part of me.
Yeah, or diminish.
Yeah, right. And I didn't realize what that was doing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I look for women to, I don't know, I sort of, denied myself to be with women. And that was my type. I continuously found those kind of women. I mean, until now, my wife supports me 100%.
That's how he actually got me, was sending me a poem, but whatever.
Nice guys.
That's neither here or there.
Let's go.
So, I mean, I guess in a sense, we attract what's missing in us.
Yeah.
And we don't even realize it a lot of times. It's like, why do I keep, and I get that all the time with some of my clients. It's like, why do I keep attracting the same type? And then to sit there and say, well, what are you doing? That is always offensive to people.
Yeah.
But that's the truth. What is going on within?
Right.
What are we doing? Like, that's why it's super important to know who you are. Once you know who you are and you are 1000% comfortable with who you are, you're going to attract someone who is 1000% good with who they are. And two people who know who they are, you complement each other. Right. That person loves you for who you are. That person is not going to try to knock you down or dress like this or talk like that or don't. Everybody's going to have a healthy respect for each other. Not in a narcissistic way where it's I'm me and I ain't changing. It's I'm me, but I love me and my partner loves me for who I am.
Right. Yeah, agreed. And I think that when you start paying attention to you and who you are, it's like you automatically attract the people that are for you. Mm-hmm. Because if you stay authentic to yourself, the people who are not with that, they're gonna not want to deal with you. You won't be their type. You know what I'm saying? But the people who are, whose type you are, they'll fall in love with your authentic self. I had to learn that. It's like at the end of the day, when I met my wife, I was me, uncompromising in a sense that here's what I have to bring. Here's what I love. I love jazz. I love art.
And I don't like jazz.
You know what I mean? And right. And she had to decide, like, I want to be with somebody who likes jazz and art and theater. And, so she had to make that decision. But it would have been unfair to her if I would have pretended I like whatever she likes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
only.
Right. Or if I just kept falling into, like, love with the idea of being loved by this kind of woman, instead of saying, well, this is who I am, and I need someone who accepts that, I think when you get to that point, it takes a lot of introspection to get to that point.
Yeah, introspection for sure. And it's a balancing act for sure. But acknowledging your needs is so big. What do you need in a relationship? What is something that is non-negotiable? Because a lot of times, all of us, men and women, we will sacrifice our heart's desires just to be with somebody.
Sure.
And then you wake up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later and you're like, I've been living for this person for a whole decade.
Right.
I've been abandoning me to appease you.
Yeah.
And it's miserable here. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So, like, it's find who you are, be comfortable with it, and you will attract what's good for you.
Right. That's why it's important to know yourself. I mean, to think about it, like, everybody has their preferences, right? Like, you may not prefer to be with someone who is not fit. You may not prefer to be with somebody who's under 6 feet. You may not prefer that. But if those are your hard nose, your hard preferences is like all set and physical, Ooh. You are done.
Yeah.
Because narcissists are fat, skinny, fit, you name it.
White, black, Hispanic.
Right. And not even narcissists, but people who are not for you. You're going to waste a lot of time chasing what people's bodies look like. And people's bodies change, but what doesn't change is people's hearts, their intentions, their passions. And that's why dating intentionally is so important. Like when you go out, you don't want to continually repeat with like, he gotta have a J's, he gotta have, a ball and chain or 2022 whip, It's like if you set your preferences on those materialistic things, those superficial things, you're setting yourself up for, for heartbreak. But that's why if you're dating with intention, you know, you're going out and you're really talking to someone, trying to see who they are behind the things that you see, then you can truly make a match. And you'll notice it when you know that in yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. It's rough, man. It is so rough because it's you don't know what you don't know until you know.
Right. Period. Yeah.
But if it's becoming a cycle, guys, where it's the same type of person in a different body, you gotta stop and go within and say, why am I attracting this type of person?
Right. And that's what we ask, like how...
Try not dating your type. Try to date somebody that is not physically your type, mentally your type, and see how that feels.
Right.
That is a challenge.
Heck yeah. Yeah. You don't have to jump into bed with them. You know, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if somebody's not your type, but they seem like the nice guy, you don't like nice guys, or maybe even you're used to nice guys and maybe he's a little hood, maybe a little thug. You know what I mean? That's just attributes of their personality, but who are they really? Maybe you should step out the box and give it a shot. Just to, I mean, what it hurts to do one night or dinner or, you know, even just a conversation to see how deep it can go. You know?
And also, I feel like we got to be careful with our own traumas. We got to address the root issues that some of us have, because that will show up in our dating history for sure.
Right. And that's why we ask you. I mean, how can we help you, you know, find out about who you are, you know, like find out about what your preferences are.
Yeah, for sure. Just let us know what you guys think. Let us know what your particular challenge is when it comes to even being married. Sometimes in a marriage, you got to switch it up. You got to figure it out. Right. But dating for sure is a type of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking for this person. I'm looking for that person. I need this. I need that. Like Lauren said, dating with intention is very, very important.
Right. And I mean, and just a pro tip, even with us, like even in our marriage, we exclusively date each other, but we're still dating and figuring things out. And there's things that don't work, that we don't click on, and there's things that we do. But that part is so much easier because the core of who she is, the core of who I am, is what we love. So, you know what I mean? If I know that inside of her is everything I want and need, it might be, you know, maybe she might nag me about something that I don't want to be nagged about. That's annoying or frustrating. That's an argument. But that's not, I already know who she is. Same with her. I might not keep the kitchen all that clean.
No, let's talk about the closet.
Bro, let's not talk about the closet.
Yeah, because I'm sick of the closet.
They don't need to talk about it.
Okay. Anyway.
We get disagreements. You know what I mean?
We have disagreements.
we are a big disagreement.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that's the thing, though. It's like you can work through. You learn what you can and can't deal with, you know? And really, our dates are our practice, you know? And so, you know, you got to know what you're looking for and know why you are looking for those types, you know?
Yeah, you got to decipher what's good for you and what's good to you. My husband is so good for me because he's emotionally available, and that's something that I've never ever had in anyone that I've been with. Any other man that I've dated or married, they have not been emotionally available, but I didn't realize that that's something that I needed.
Right.
Like, that's a deal breaker. If you're not emotionally available, you and I are not going to work.
Right. And that's the thing you have to find is in yours. And sometimes you learn that through failure, you know? So it's okay if you've had these failed relationships and you've dated the same people over and over, you know? It's like, now here's your chance to learn that lesson and move on. You know, I feel like we talked about that in a previous episode about, you know, who am I? You know, it's just, you know, you learn that sometimes things are, you know, are a lesson. Sometimes a bad thing is just a lesson to learn from, you know. You learn the lesson and move on with your life, you know, and take it on, take it forward with you, you know. So, but I mean, you know, and if you ain't got no type, I mean, you got to figure it out because you got a type. I promise you do. All right. Sorry, Swaley. You know what I mean? But thank you guys,
thanks,
for watching.
guys.
And again, if you have anything, if you want to comment below and tell us what your type is, maybe you like he gotta be 6 feet. Maybe you like that booty gotta be, you know what I mean? That's okay. Just let us know in the comments.
So sick of him.
You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yes.
That's your deal breaker. I get it. Gotta have the abs, gotta have the booty. But tell us what you think.
Guys, let us know what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, reach out to us at alllovenetwork.com. We want to hear from you.
Period. Yeah, that's right, guys. Reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram, the All Love Network, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. Peace.
Love and light.